1207 this bitch.
Knows the cod in
are not loyal in the sense that they never really spawn when you need them. You'll notice this when in objectives and stuff. However, I think it's confirmation bias mostly. Now, the vehicles are either overpowered or underpowered depending on them. The bikes are underpowered when sometimes completely useless since you can't shoot while you're in one, and when trying to get to one objective you'll get shot down quite easily. So the 2 minutes become just a minute, but then you get shot down when you get to the objective, so that's completely useless. Other vehicles are only decent when you have other teammates helping you out. There's another problem. I see too many players running around either not caring to help you or trying to make your team lose. It ruins the experience, and I'm not the only one understanding the problem and acknowledging there needs a fix. Now, all these problems go very well with the solution I thought they were gonna do in Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 is set in 1915 or 14, the years of the Great War. This means the technology is bumped down from jets and tanks to biplanes and long-range cannons. I'm not saying the weapons and vehicles in Battlefield 1 Alpha are historically not accurate. Those equipment in the Alpha just weren't used very much in the real wars since they were unreliable and very expensive. So much for realism, alright? Anyways, in World War I, I've heard stories that deserters and people that don't listen to the objectives would get shot down. This could really benefit the player and bring down people playing stupid. So basically, imagine you're playing the game and this guy's not trying to get to the objective. The game would realize this and the game would mark him as a deserter. If he's your teammate, then on your screen you'll see him as a deserter and you can kill him and it'll give you extra points. And if the other team sees the deserter, they'll just see him as an enemy, so they'll get normal points. And this will only benefit teammates that are just trying to play the game properly. Another thing was the fact that there wasn't that many weapons used in World War I on the front lines, and most of them were bolt action. That adds a skill level for new beginners. They could have made a bunch of reliable bolt action snipers, one shot, and other weapons just impossible to compete with. And this would create an atmosphere where high tier players are easily easily able to shoot down low-tier players. And a lot of people would hate this idea because they play way too much Call of Duty. But see, the fact is, this makes a good, skillful game. That would actually make me want to watch Battlefield esports. That would actually make me want to play the game. Bolt action weapons are what I like. I've said this in many episodes. And another thing I really like are new mechanics in games. We have never seen a game where the only weapon is a bolt action. The only weapon anyone uses is a bolt action weapon. And that would add a great layer in the game. Another thing I want to see are horses. Now, horses by themselves are not extremely useful. However, think of it this way. A horse would allow you to move faster. With faster movement, you're able to go from one objective to another faster. But however, the horse would also make that you have technically less health. Because the horse has its own layer of health, imagine your horse gets shot down, you get stuck for a minute, and you have to hold the E to get out. And that would create a certain atmosphere or a certain realism in the game. It would create what we call a theme, or maybe a mood. And yeah, horses would be basically a better bike. On a horse, you'd be able to aim in your weapon and be able to shoot people from afar, but you'd also be able to run very quickly to objectives. And that's what's useful with a horse. What I thought they should have done with horses. Instead, we have a game that resemblances a lot of basically Battlefield, because Battlefield is literally just Battlefield 4 reskin, if you think about it. And same thing with Battlefield. Thanks guys for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you feel the need. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'll just consider you as a bot. Thanks guys. See you next time.